Hello gamers and welcome to another World of Tanks YouTube video. Today we're going to be looking over the main aspect of patch 1.26.1 and give a little bit of insight and thoughts on what I think about it. So, you know what, let's just dig into the video, shall we?
Update 1.26.1 will be one to remember.
We'll see about
it's
that.
Going to be big, loud, competitive, and a little bit dark because it's corrupted by the echoes of Miriam.
I like how they said that they weren't going to do Myrni again, and then it's basically a follow-up to Myrni. But it might be interesting. I don't know yet. I have to see. Personally, I've never been really a fan of PvE, but I know a lot of people really are excited for that and really like PvE and like Myrni as well. So
Welcome to Babylon Project. Research into Miriam continues as scientists repeat the mistakes of Myrni 13's past and make new ones. Earlier, the military tried to harness this anomaly to quickly deploy troops. Armored divisions entered the area and came back many years later. Responder groups will have to stop the Miriam corrupted tanks from the past and find out what led them into this world.
so far it looks pretty similar to what we saw before, no? Like this Babylon project. I saw the IS-3, I saw the Cent, I saw the T-49. I think we also had a 1390 last year, which was pretty good overall.
For 2 weeks, you'll fight in 5 tank detachments in the vehicles you know from Myrni 13.
Yeah, so it's the same. So like a lot of them were good. Ability-wise, it looks slightly different than before, actually, to be honest.
Each battle has 4 phases, with a boss
It's the same
fight
as
in the
before. It's
last
the same
one.
as before.
Your tank will get a random boost in each phase. The way you collect Miriam has changed. Now, besides reload time, ability use is regulated by the amount of Miriam you have.
Okay, so there's more of
You
a
can
point to
spend the
pick it up.
Miriam you collect to activate abilities and get out of any scrape. Saving up enough Miriam could make you...
Oh, so it's almost like worth it. In the way I think about it is that it's probably going to be worth it to farm out the first. Remember how easy there was the first round? To farm it out, collect all the Miriam so you have ability for
fight
round
the
2 and 3.
formidable foe.
Right? Maybe?
The event has 3 difficulty levels. If you find the first one a cakewalk, try the next one.
That is the same
Real
as last
tests
time.
and new, stronger enemies
Nightmare
await.
was pretty difficult. All
And
in
in the
all.
last phase of combat, you'll meet new bosses, a different one for each difficulty.
That's the same as before. There was a different boss for each difficulty as well, if I remember well. And they look different. This one looks
Besides
funny.
the standard mode, Babylon also has the last stand survival
See,
mode.
that's what I'm curious
Your team
about.
will need to be solid as a rock and tight as a knot to get through it. Don't bank on withstanding all 5 waves of enemies. Just hold them off for as long as you can. But if you stand firm to the end, you'll make it onto a special
5?
leaderboard with rewards for the best.
Ah, make it onto a specialty with rewards for the best players. Now that is very interesting. Maybe we have to assemble the boys to try something here. That's going to be really interesting, actually. Time a leaderboard.
Best
Okay.
players. A responder's work is no picnic, but the rewards match the challenge.
What? The rewards match the challenge?
Finish the progression, and you'll get a brand new
I
tier
thought that
8
was for the leaderboard. I was like 50,000 credits for being number 2. That doesn't really make sense. Brand new premium, the Crusher.
tank. Nurgle, Lord of the Underworld. A tank lifted from the deepest rift in reality.
I'm gonna be honest, they nerfed this tank so much from Super Test. I don't know why. Like they really nerfed it so much. Especially its DPM got hammered, I think. I don't even know if this is gonna be like anything interesting.
That takes more than the usual AP rounds to stop. The Babylon Project is in danger, Commanders. Assemble your detachment and unravel the mysteries of Babylon. Prevent catastrophe.
I mean, it looks interesting, I guess.
rewards.
People will like it. People like PvE. I think they're going to complain a lot that the Nightmare mode is too hard and that the last stand is impossible. but that's kind of normal. Local weather. Now, see, this is what I'm really interested about, because for years I've been saying I would like to have something like World of Tanks console where there's different weathers on different aspects. And let's see, recon missions. The most annoying thing I think about, for example, the night mode, for me personally, is how heavily it affected the parameters in the battle, like the view range and stuff. I personally did not like that. I liked the night part. I didn't like how much it affected the parameters and how it made, you know, the gameplay like fully different almost.
They say the inrush of Miriam affected the climate around the globe.
Connecting it to Miriam?
Commanders are already discussing how to fight in the new reality.
I'm also just curious how much this will affect PC performance, to be honest.
Fall behind in 2 weeks' time.
God, Fog looks so good in World of Tanks. Oh my god, dude. Fog really looks really good in World of Tanks, in my opinion. It's one of those things that it just makes it look so stunning. I don't know.
You can join recon expeditions where you'll be among the first to work out how to make nature your ally. Pouring rain, thick fog, and even forest fires await.
I don't know about forest fires personally that much, but fog and rain.
All of these let you take refuge from pursuit.
Snowstorm also really cool.
Or launch surprise attacks.
Again, it affects parameters. You see how it's on the minimap showing there's a snowstorm there? It affects parameters really hardcore. I don't know how much I like that. I understand that they're trying to make it make sense. But I just like weather. I don't know if I like impact on gameplay. Maybe I'm just, you know, sour Andy that doesn't like change, but I don't know.
The area's borders completely block vision rays, and inside them, view range and time to remain spotted are halved.
Okay, maybe the sandstorm one makes a little bit sense, but I don't know.
Burning tree clumps won't make the best hiding spots. Local weather gives you more room for tactical creativity. And how you use it is up to you. In 2 weeks' time in Recon Mission.
It's going to be really interesting.
The event progression, get rewards, and take part in...
Do take part in the survey, believe it or not. I know it sounds like your voice is irrelevant, but do participate and do take part in the survey.
The survey. Your thoughts will craft the climate throughout the world of tanks.
A little bit more assets here on the weather, which is a bit interesting. And let's just agree that this is, in terms of visual, there's no volume of this, that is visually stunning, to be honest. Wargaming's art department tends to not really miss the ball whatsoever. So this is Sun River with the snowstorm, and I'm in my opinion, it looks really cool. And that's just me. Especially the aerial view there was pretty cool as well. And then the north. Honestly, this is a way to make a battle on the same map feel different every single time. That is what, in my opinion, is possible with this kind of stuff, with these kind of things, to be honest. And you know, I just think that's really cool. I don't know about you. And there's also Fisherman's Bay with the rain, with the sound. And personally, I love the sound of rain. I don't know about you guys, but the sound of rain is one of the most enjoyable things in the world. Like a thunderstorm, you know, when a thunderstorm's rolling in and the smell, the breeze of cold air that comes rolling in, and then the sounds on like a dry summer, it's Zybeat. It's amazing. So I'm a big fan of that. I really wanted the weather effects for a very long time. And the fact that it's coming, I hope people will like it as well. It will be hard because, you know, because of the stuff it may affect, but a little bit of a thunderstorm even in the background, beautiful. I love it. I think it looks really nice. And like I said, it can make a battle feel different every single time. And I think that is something that is a way to not make new maps, but make old maps feel like new. Beautiful. I don't know. I love it. And then one of my favorite things, fog. I love fog as well. I mean, fog looks amazing. in this game. It's actually visually stunning. Not quite that good looking from above, but inside of the fog itself is amazing. I don't know. Again, I think this has the possibility to make similar maps feel different every single time. Again, I don't think this view from above is really what gives it justice. You have to be inside of it, like we saw in the video, for it to be really impactful. IMO. This is already looking a bit more, but you have to be on ground level. Then we have some like gameplay. You could see how the snowstorm affects your parameters when you drive in it. It's a map, and there you're in the sandstorm. You get the notification, and your spotting has been reduced. For example, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Personally, I do not know if I'm gonna like the effects that it gives, outside of the fact that I think it's visually stunning. And then the fire, I mean, the audio for it is very good. The audio for it is going to be very, very good, in my opinion. If they get it right, that is. If they get it right, it's going to be fantastic. And I think now you can even hear it as well. It's a slight in the background, the crackling, which I think is pretty decent. I don't know if I like the fire. It doesn't look that fantastic yet, but either way. But look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. I don't know about you, but I think this looks very, 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 very beautiful. To be honest. I've already seen that. I mean, again, just look at this. I honestly think this is very visually stunning. And it looks way better from the fog from below. Like from the top, it even looks good as well, because of the sun in the background. But from the ground level, it looks even better. And then Westfield, here you can hear the rain. Thunderstorm in the back. I love this. I personally love this. I'm a big fan of this kind of stuff. I really, really, really love this. And I'm very excited to play the recon in 2 weeks because of that as well. Anyways, wanted to give you a little bit more insight into the weather and what you are going to be able to expect. Maneuvers.
After assembling tankers for Project Babylon, it's time to divide them again. Clans will lock horns in an ongoing struggle. Only a solid team of siblings in limbs will let you overcome your opponents and break through fire and water in maneuvers. There, the cream of the crop will battle not for their lives, but for the ST-62 version 2. This medium tank with a low, streamlined silhouette is simultaneously
looks a little bit like a 907 from the front.
It's
really weird.
In combat. Its gun has a reverse auto reloader, which lets you unload your magazine and then fight on like a cyclic tank without it affecting the fire rate.
It's really weird. We haven't had this for a while because IMO, the reverse auto loading mechanic, is broken. I think it's way too strong for what it is. The only reason why the IS-3 isn't completely OP is because the tank itself sucks.
Reversible. There's still time to prepare. So join a clan and gather your team. From November 4th, you'll need it.
Now, Wargaming also released a video on the ST2 itself, so let's see what they have to say about it. This one, it's a short one. It's about the ST2. Of course, this is interesting for all us enjoyers of, I don't know, reward vehicles, I guess.
Others were exciting, but only good in certain situations. As the years passed, the tanker began to despair of his search. But then he came upon an unusual gateway, behind which lived the master engineer. The tanker went and asked him to make the tank of his dreams.
Tank of his dreams.
The old man agreed, but when asked about the price, he only smiled. The engineer got to work, part by part.
That's actually, you know, Wargaming doesn't do very many stuff, but, you know, the 97 with 3 barrels so far.
He made a tank that was easy to use, but not too simple. Very nimble, but well armored. With a strong turret to fight aggressively with. And compact, so he could hide behind any rock. But longest of all, the engineer worked on the gun. It was a weapon that had yet to be seen at Tier 10. The master shared the secret of his favorite mechanism, which he had kept for many years and had only revealed.
True, this is the second reverse autoloader tank. The IS-3, I think the IS-3A is the other one that has a reverse autoloader. And like I said, I think that mechanic is very powerful and run out broken.
Loading mechanism, reverse auto reloading. It let the tanks fire 3 consecutive shells with an interval of 2 seconds, and then fight just like with a cyclic gun.
2 seconds, that's
no
quick as well, though.
Peculiarities, simple and versatile.
8 seconds, though.
The tank got the pros of an auto loader without the cons. And though the damage per shot isn't huge, and the gun depression makes it harder to use terrain, the tanker was thrilled. He immediately fell in love with the tank's agility, streamlined shape, and strong, reliable turret. But most of all, he loved the auto reloader. The engineer had made the tank of his dreams.
Kind of a cool video.
But he wasn't just going to give his best creation away. A vehicle like this, he said, must be earned in fierce combat. Pretty soon, everyone will have the chance to assert their right to own the ST-62 version 2 in new maneuvers. The only question is, can you do it?
Pretty cool video, actually. Just a little bit more about the ST2. I haven't played it yet. It looks interesting, but to see how it performs, I would have to play it. I cannot render judgment. I hate rendering judgment purely on a statistical basis without actually having felt the tank. So far, I'm going to reserve any comments on it until I've actually played it. So I cannot answer you if it's worth it because I simply do not know.
Make a last stand in Babylon Project. Experiment with local weather. And fight for the ST-62 version 2 in maneuvers.
Not that much content in this patch, to be honest. Not at the end of the day, not that much content at all. I mean, what do we have? The Halloween mode, localized weather, and the maneuvers. Then again, we did have a really big patch before, though, so makes sense that this one's going to be a little bit smaller. I'm excited a lot for the weather, though, to see just how visually stunning it is, how much it affects performance, and if I like the gameplay with the effects. Altogether. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the patch, so you don't have to do it. And I will see you guys all very, very soon in the very next video. Thank you for watching, boys. Peace. Ciao, ciao.